All right, you know what time it is. It's time to learn how we can incorporate the letter S into our lesson plans. So let's go. Hey guys, so let's start with art like we most of the time do. To begin with, we can create a sky picture. The fun thing about this is that it's a 3D picture. So what I did was I used a blue sheet of paper, and then we're going to put clouds on that paper, but we're going to use different things to make those clouds. The first thing you're going to do is make clouds using a sponge. Once you're done with that and it's dry, you can glue construction paper clouds onto the paper. And then lastly, you can add cotton balls to give the picture kind of a 3D look. I love the way that this turned out when it was done because it had different textures and dimensions. Next, you can paint a sun with a scrub brush. So to do this, you're going to use just a kitchen scrub brush and you're going to paint with that scrub brush. I printed out a sun because it starts with an S, but you could really use any picture you wanted with this to do this art project. The next one is a salt snowflake. You might have seen versions of this before, and it looks really neat when it's finished. You can find more ideas on how to do salt art on Pinterest. For this, you're going to take a dark sheet of paper, use glue to make a snowflake design, and then let the kids sprinkle the salt on top of the glue. It looks really neat when it's finished because it has that crystal look when it's finished, and it looks more like a snowflake. All right, let's talk activities. For your first activity, you can just cut different shapes using scissors. All you have to do for this is trace shapes on a sheet of paper or have shapes that are already on a sheet of paper and run off some copies and let the kids cut out the shapes using their kid scissors. I feel like a lot of times this is a skill that doesn't get practiced as much as it probably should, so this is a great way to incorporate that into your lesson plan. The next thing you're going to do is have a snowball fight. For this snowball fight, you'll pick an open space, put cotton balls in a tub, or maybe two if you want each team to have their own, and let the kids throw the cotton balls and have a snowball fight. A little messy, but a lot of fun. The next idea is to have a smell test. So for this, you're going to bring in all different kinds of things that have a good or maybe not so good smell to them. You could bring in flowers, different food items, maybe some candy, or even things that don't smell as good like some shoes. And then lastly, I made a sports ball pattern paper. So I'm hoping by the time this video airs that I will have my Teachers Pay Teachers store up and running. If that's the case, you can find a link in the description where you can purchase these papers that I used in the video. If not, I would just get on Canva or something like that and design something similar to what I've done in this video. So for this, I made two different versions. The first one is literally just copying the pattern above, below in the open spaces. This is great for maybe some younger students or students who are just starting out with patterning, and it helps them kind of just match the ball pattern to the one that's above it. Next, if you want to make it a little harder, you can actually have them fill in the pattern with the correct sports ball. Sometimes they may need help getting the idea of what comes next, but this is a really great pattern practice. All right, sensory. For your sensory center, you could make a classic sand sensory bin because it starts with an S. Throw in some seashells, anything you can think of that would go with the letter S. And then you could also do something very similar in a salt bin, using just plain table salt for your bin instead of sand. And I like to throw in my cups, scoops, popsicle sticks, and then maybe even some toys that start with the letter S if you have those in your classroom as well. Next, you could have a seed bin. So for this, you could either buy pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds and fill your bin with those, and then put in your cups, scoops, popsicle sticks, and anything else that you want to add to that bin. You could even make a soil bin where you give the kids seeds that they can practice planting in the soil. All right, and lastly, some snack ideas. For snack time, you could do strawberries, salsa, spaghetti, suckers, or sandwiches. And if you want to see some more ideas on the different letters of the alphabet, go ahead and check out this playlist to see all the ones that I've put out so far. You can click this button here to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out all the videos on the channel to see more art and activity ideas if you're looking for something specific for a theme that's coming up. Thanks for watching.